You don't have to pay me anything at all. All I want is two things from you. The hair and the teeth of the people you take out. Now, you see, the doctor don't care if Jimmy comes with a head full of hair tonight or not. And he certainly doesn't care if he has any teeth, because he's not going to be eating anything. So when you pull him out of the grave, if he's got a good head of hair, I want you to cut that off and give it to me. And on Monday I'll take it to the wig makers, and they'll make wigs for the fine fancy gentlemen and ladies. And the teeth, all I need are the top 6. Eye tooth to eye tooth, right here. Those are the only ones the dentist wants. He's going to use them to make dentures with. Now, why does he only want those 6 for dentures? Well, the dentists don't know how to do a good enough job to make dentures to do anything. They fall out of your mouth when you try to talk. They're held in place with wires. So you really can't even chew with them. So the back teeth, they use wire, they use metal pieces, animal teeth, wood, anything like that at all. The only teeth that you're going to see are the ones when you smile, like that. So it's just the smiling teeth that he wants. Right. Eye tooth to eye tooth, right up here. Now sometimes he likes the bottom ones too, but that's not important. He can use animal teeth for that. Oh, and now they're doing something new. They're doing something called an implant.
Have you heard of those?
Have you ever heard of those?
No, these poor people, they never had heard of that.
They don't have any idea what that is, do they? I told you they were poor. The dentist now, if you have a tooth that falls out here, then you go to the dentist if you have the money, and he'll get one of Lucky's or whoever's that he's bought from me. One that's just a little bit bigger than the hole that yours left. And he'll take it and put it up in your gum and take a wee little hammer and hammer it up in there. So that the other 2 teeth pinch it and hold it.
It'll sometimes last 6 or 8 months.
Sometimes it'll last 6 or 8 months before it falls out and you have to have it done again. Isn't that a wonder? Oh, what they can do today, science. Now, if you've only got time to pull one set of teeth out of these top, you know which 2 to pull first, don't you?
The front 2.
No, you got
No.
The front 2.
No.
You've never heard anybody say, oh, I'll give my eye teeth to be able to do that. The eye teeth, very worth the most. 11 shillings for a set of eye teeth we get for those. That's a small fortune. That's enough to feed me for 2 months. In fact, some of us resurrectionists are not even working about the graves anymore. We're out following the armies. And as soon as the soldiers get done shooting each other, they run out and pull their teeth and then ship them back to the main cities. And they make a fortune that way, as long as they don't get shot by the other ones first.
All right, you got your money, Maggie.
I was kidding you.
Where you going? Going your ass going yet?
So I'm seeing some of you are a little bit interested in this job now, are you not? Doesn't sound too bad, does it? But I think you'd like to know how much money you're going to make.
I got my eye on you.
Right now, the doctors are paying us 12 pounds a piece for everybody we take to them of a night. And like I said, you and your partner ought to be able to get 4, 6, 8 easy.
Look at them. 4, 6.
Oh my word.
They
They're so poor they don't even know what 12 pounds is.
No, you got to explain it to them, Maggie. Explain it to them.
All right, if you had a job, which most of you don't, I can tell. But if you had a job, and you were out just being a common laborer worker, or someone that was working along the docks, just a street laborer, you'd be making 15 pounds a year. Ah. And you're going to get 12 pounds for every body you take tonight. That's not too bad, is it not?
He's still wagging his head there.
That doesn't sound bad at all, now does it? You'll make a fortune if you don't drink it away, won't you? And all you have to do is just a wee bit of digging and a little bit of work. Not bad?
Are you finished?
You interrupted me so many times.
Wait a minute, you know what you did.
I told him about the bodies.
You did?
I told him about what we did.
You did?
I told him about what we didn't have to do.
That's right.
Told him other ways to get it. I told him how much money there. Yes, I've got.
All right, Maggie, that's something I gotta say.
No, you don't need to say it. You're going to run them off.
Why you talking about it? You're working for me. I gotta tell you, you get down. Listen to me. If you come working for me, then woo, you got a problem. You just can't be out here running around willy-nilly, you're digging up here and digging up there. We are professionals, and we do this in a professional manner. Maggie, tell me what I said. Yeah.
You said if you're going to work for Badger,
That's right, Maggie.
there are rules you've got to follow.
That's right.
You can't just go out and run willy-nilly, digging them out of anywhere and throwing them about. But you've got to be professional.
We're professionals.
There we are.
Rule number 1, no drinking around the town. Maggie, how about that?
Rule number 1, and I can tell already this is going to hurt some of you. You got to work sober.
That's right.
You can be as drunk as a skunk the rest of your time. You can spend the day in the tavern curled up in a corner. But when it comes time to work at night, you've got to be sober.
Right.
Because drunk people are noisy
Right.
and careless,
Right.
and we don't have time to take you to the doctor every day and turn you in.
Well, I
And
get
start
what
all
I'm
over.
down for you. I've been wasting my water. I hate to be hiring every day.
So if you come to work for us, you can stay as drunk as you want until you go out at night. And at that part, you've got to be sober. All right?
All right, rule number 2. Don't go throwing your money around. Maggie, wait a minute, go.
Rule number 2.
You're making fun of me.
Of course not, Snatcher. Why would I do that? Rule number 2. You can't go flaunting all your money around. Now, I know that this is hard, especially for some of you ladies. You're going to come into a lot of money really quick.
You gotta be patient.
And you're going to want to get new clothes or new things. Or you're going to want to buy drinks for all the fellas at the tavern. You're going to want to throw things around a little bit. But you look like you do tonight, and you start throwing money around, and people are going to question why you've gotten rich so quick. And when they do, they're going to come back and ask questions of us. And we'll all get in trouble, and none of us will have a job.
You great looking, Maggie.
So you need to stay looking like you do right now.
Ooh.
And take all of the money and put it somewhere else. And when you get plenty and you don't need any more, then move far away, like to Sumter. And take the money and come in as a rich person, and no one will know the difference. But as long as you are here with us and you're working with Badger, you need to stay the way you look tonight, and that's poor.
Hey, Maggie, we gotta get going.
Well, is it that time already?
It's that time now.
All right, well, we've got to go. Now, if you're interested in what we've talked to you about, you just meet us at the Blind Beggar's Tavern tonight, about 9 or 10 o'clock. The other boys will be there. If you've got questions, you can talk to them. But don't take too long to think about it, because nobody ever plowed a field by turning it over in their mind. We've only got room for one, and that job is going to fill up very
I think I got
fast.
a feel right now. You quit drinking.
He's been drinking the whole time. I don't know. But if you're interested in doing it, you can join us there, and we'll talk to you about it. But you just remember that this is a professional job,
That's right.
and we only take professional people.
That's right. That's right. I won't take the day.
Oh, wait.
What are you talking about? I'm gonna be talking.
So we can't have you making mistakes or doing things willy-nilly on your own. You've got to follow the rules that we've set down, and you've got to do exactly what we tell you to
I've
do.
been doing this for 8 years. I teach you the tools of the trade, from the wooden shovel to the girl.
What?
What are you talking about?
I can't understand a word he says.
Yeah.
He'd be better off he'd just keep his mouth shut, wouldn't he?
Well, I gotta say one more thing.
All right. One more thing you've got to say.
I got somebody hired. No, none of the rest of you go family rich about what we've been talking about here tonight. You understand? Because if you do, old Maggie will be coming for you. And I know where my next 12 pounds will be coming from. Maggie, he should have explained it very, very, very.
Badger says whether you come to work for him or not tonight, he don't care. You do what you want. We've got one place to fill, and we're going to fill it as fast as we can to do the work. But you don't go out flapping your gums about what we've been talking about here tonight. Because if we hear it in the streets, we're going to know where it came from. And Badger will be coming to visit you. And he knows where his next 12 pounds will be coming from.
That's exactly what I said. Did you all understand me?
And by morn, you at the school be showing your anatomy. And we will 12 pounds richer be. And you'll be the one that'll be out of the ground and sold away.
All right, Maggie.
All right, well, you take your things and
I
get
gotta
out.
go.
And don't eat all the food before I get there tonight. Let's quit doing that.
Hurry up now.
Well, now you know all the things that you need to know about. And you just keep in your mind that we want no loose lips. What did I tell you? I'm going to be that much closer to getting my children. Oh, yes. Oh, Johnny's dead. We heard them say, we laid him down beneath the clay. He won't lie there past today. Out of the ground and sold away. And by morn he at the school will be showing his anatomy. And we will 12 pounds richer be. And you'll be the one that's out of the ground and sold away.
My tongue is grown back. But
So
you know,
last night we made you cry, tonight we horrified you. How many of you knew anything about the Resurrectionists?
No, they were real.
They are very real.
very real. Very
This
real.
was an active profession starting in about 1762
Here in the colonies.
here in the colonies
Earlier over the other side of the world.
and running all the way up into the early 1920s. So yes, it went on for a very long time of taking bodies from the grave and selling them to the medical schools for its use as cadavers. The last person that got caught doing it, and I'm going to emphasize the word caught, was in 1906 in Indianapolis. And the gentleman had stolen 300 bodies in 3 years.
His name was Rufus Cantrell. He was from Gallatin, Tennessee.
And when they caught him,